In the dusty village of Amakara, where red soil stained the feet of children and gossip traveled faster than harmattan wind, lived a young girl named Chikodi. From the day she was born, whispers followed her. She cried too much. She is too stubborn. She doesn't look promising. Even her own mother, Mama Ibi, would sigh whenever she looked at her. This one, I don't know what she will become, she often said. Chikodi was not the brightest in school. She stammered when she spoke. She was always the last to finish her classwork. When teachers asked questions, her classmates would laugh before she even stood up. Sit down, Chikodi. You won't know it. The name stuck. You won't know it. You won't make it. You will amount to nothing. At home, things were no better. Her elder siblings were praised. Look at your sister, first in class. See your brother, already helping in the shop. And then they would turn to Shikodi. What exactly can you do? She began to believe them. The day everything broke, one afternoon, after failing a mathematics test again, Chikodi overheard her mother talking to a neighbor. I have accepted it. Not every child will succeed. Maybe she will just marry early and manage. Those words pierced deeper than any insult from the village. That night, Chikodi cried quietly on her raffia mat, but something changed inside her. For the first time, she asked herself, what if they are wrong? Chikodi may not have been good at mathematics. She may not have been the fastest reader, but she loved stories. She loved listening to the elders speak under the moonlight. She loved watching people, how they talked, how they argued, how they forgave. She began writing small stories on old cement paper her father used for wrapping goods. At first, they were messy, full of spelling mistakes, uneven handwriting, but her stories had something powerful, emotion. One day, a new teacher arrived in the village school. Her name was Miss Torella. Unlike the others, she did not laugh when Chikodi stammered. She listened. After class, she found one of Chikodi's crumpled papers. Who wrote this? She asked. Chikodi slowly raised her hand, expecting punishment. Instead, Miss Torella smiled. Do you know you have a gift? No one had ever said that to her before. Miss Torella began mentoring her. She gave her old books. She corrected her grammar. She made her read out loud every day to overcome her stammer. The village laughed again. So now she wants to become a writer. Writer from this village. Even her mother shook her head. Focus on something realistic. But this time, Shikodi did not cry. She worked. She wrote in the morning. She wrote at night. She rewrote her stories 10 times if needed. She entered a local writing competition in the nearest town. No one expected anything. Weeks later, a letter arrived. Chikodi had won first place. Not just in the town, in the entire state. Her story about a struggling village mother touched the judges so deeply that they awarded her a scholarship to a prestigious secondary school in the city. The same villagers who mocked her gathered around her house. Ah, we always knew she was special. Her mother wept, but this time, not in disappointment. The rise. Years passed. Chikodi went on to study literature at the university. Her first book became popular. Her second book became a national bestseller. Her third book was translated into multiple languages. She began telling stories about forgotten girls, about children labeled useless, about mothers who underestimated their daughters. One day, she was invited back to Amakara as a guest of honor for the school's anniversary. The same classroom where they once laughed at her now carried her name. The Shikodi Creative Writing Hall. She stood before the children and said, they once told me I would amount to nothing. But nothing is only what you become when you believe them. Her mother sat in the front row, tears streaming down her face. Sometimes, the child everyone doubts is the one heaven has marked for greatness. Sometimes, the slow learner is simply a different kind of genius. And sometimes, the girl they called nothing becomes the voice of a generation.